She in here. I'm getting
Girls need love, it takes something. Girls need love, girls need love, it takes love. Girls need love, so what's a girl to do? She needs love, some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah, nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have you breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get by. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be in your lane. I can be real good. We don't get any feelings. Hey, I need some love.
before I go live, I just play my song. So go ahead and do your thing.
Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here. Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Listen here. We are broadcasting live from in the studio. I am so excited that we are back in the studio. We are going to be covering this case right here of this whole women situation. I mean, not the women situation. Well, can women kind of goes hand in hand? If you guys get what I'm saying, you know. Let me see. I'm thinking maybe I should do this. Now, how was the sound? Okay, the sound is down now. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the case because we are talking about LaKendra and how she was drinking so much. And we're going to talk about Kiki protecting her daughter and how Ken is violating the community out here. And everybody just thinking that, oh, it's cool, it's fine, you know, let's protect Ken. Well, really, you can call him Kim because he acts like a, you know what. You get what I'm saying? But we're going to go to get into some things because, look, Kendra, why do you drink so much and then come online and then start interrupting very important conversations that could save a community? We have a wild bandit running around collecting photos and also, um, getting into these relationships portraying to be a friend, but really he's just there to take advantage and to have something to come at the individual at a later date. My thing is, y'all keep trying to hone in on this photo of Kiki sending to her friend when she was grieving, when she was going through a moment she had nobody. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing, excuse me, sometimes us as content creators, when you get in this space, you really don't know how things operate and how things are ran until you actually go through the situation and you have that time to kind of process, how the internet really works. We thinking that we're coming on here. Yeah, we could have good intentions, but not everybody on here has good intentions. And it's not like, oh, we got to do a background or, you know, we saw that this person was unhinged or unstable in so many categories. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to this particular guy, Ken, give me 1 second. Let me take a sip. Mhm. Yes. So when it had come to this guy, Ken in particular, right? Ken would go out on panels. He would, establish friendships, right? Then, all of a sudden, like he would just have a mad day, and then it would be like, this is the same person that you were just, loving on, love bombing. Love bombing is something that Ken loves to do. Let me go ahead and write that down. He was love bombing. He did a lot of love bombing. He did a lot of trauma bonding. And when you talk about him and his upbringing or how his relationship is with his mom. And we were speaking about this earlier. Actually, Kiki had brought this point up. She said, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get in my motion with my tea. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? Mm. We have a Discord, guys. I shared the tea that I'm drinking tonight in our Discord. Let me see if I can share my Discord in the chat. So give me one moment. Okay, let me invite a friend. Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the chat for those of you that have a Discord. I do have a Discord now, and the tea that I'm drinking. My Colton, what is the name of that tea? What's the name of that tea in there that I purchased?
Yogi Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy.
Okay, let me see the box. So this is what I posted, and you guys can see this on our Discord. It's the Yogi tea. Hey, Norris Tony. And this is a sweet tangerine positive energy. It supports focus and energy levels. And also, if you guys are into meditation or yoga. It also has a yoga to uplift your spirit. So it gives you some information. So you guys make sure you check this out. And if you know any other brands that would love to collaborate with the Queen Toast Show, y'all let us know, okay? Okay, I'm done with this. We can set that to the side. I put that on my Discord. I have Discord. I'm just now learning about, so I just now downloaded Discord, and maybe you can help me like work it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I ran into a snooping one.
really,
For
okay.
one of the clubs.
So my oldest is gonna help me work the Discord. So you guys stay tuned for that. I learned how to like put a picture in there. So I took a picture of the tea.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me ask you this because you are of age and you're about to really go into the real world. Let me ask you about this. Okay, so when it comes to online bullying and harassing, let's just say I have a photo that I might put up of us for Christmas, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that it gives somebody else the right to maliciously try to contact y'all and, make suggestions or allegations without your consent or even knowledge of this individual?
Um,
Come on over here. Here, I'll cut the camera, or do you want the camera? Okay. So you good, so they should be able to hear you.
um, I'm trying to think about this. It's kind of speak words. Um,
You need some tea?
I mean, posting something online doesn't give people the right to say whatever they want, but like you can't be surprised if they do, because like it's what's it called?
Free speech?
Yeah, but like it's like
Public?
posting something and knowing it's
Copyrighted?
there's a word for it, but like
Okay, okay.
you can like be upset if somebody's like saying something that you are like that is upsetting, but like you can't be shocked and surprised and be like, oh my god, how could anybody ever do this, because it's the internet.
Well, and then it goes back to you don't know this person
Mhm.
like you
Like
think you know them.
it's crappy for them to do that, but like it's the internet, anybody can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So
But it's just like you don't know who's on the other side of that computer,
yeah.
So if you what would you say to an individual that has experienced this, and what should they do going further?
Be careful about like what you post, and also like there's ways to like limit, like if you're getting like comments or something that you don't want, there's ways to like limit that.
Mhm.
And like it's obviously not your fault if people are attacking you online, but like there are steps you can take to like mitigate it.
Mhm.
And to not take accountability, because it's not your job to be accountable for them, but like it's your job to protect your own peace.
Mhm.
That's a good way to phrase it.
Well, let me ask you this. So what about online relationships? Okay, say you're a supporter or a subscriber.
Mhm.
Oh, we become cool. I'm about to give you my number. We're about to get on the phone and we're about to talk.
Mhm.
And then we're pissed off with each other. Now it's mad day. Then what? You know,
Mhm.
what would what do you think that you should do to prevent those type of moments?
Um, not be parasocial. I don't know.
Parasocial.
Yeah.
Hold on. Parasocial. Let me go ahead and write it down. Okay. Don't be parasocial.
Yeah.
No, no. When I tell you, I'm with the lyrics. Send me the lyrics. So you said don't be parasocial.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, why is my camera keep jumping off?
Not really.
Is somebody down here messing with my? Is a dog down there?
No.
Okay.
It might be your siblings causing something.
Oh, pull that up. Okay.
Mhm.
Good,
I'm
good,
about
good.
to dump these into the pan, so I was waiting when you weren't in the middle of something because it'll be loud.
Okay, okay. Go ahead and do your thing. No, this is like a conversation because I feel like when we're talking about social media and we're talking about people, the content creators that do have children, and hey, we might want to share, the greatness or an accomplishment that our children has accomplished, but we don't need somebody out there with a delusion or, but we gotta, oh God, this conversation can go so many ways. Because when you think about who's really out there, you really don't know. But then you got people that maybe are SOs and that are not supposed to have access to things like this. I mean, it's just a broad spectrum of dysfunction, if that's the perfect way to say it. All right, y'all. So listen here. We are going to be oh, this is something serious. Let me write that down. And actually I'm gonna bring that up. Thank you for and see this is why, you know, Colton, I appreciate you and your knowledge and your wisdom because you're going to be, like I always tell you, you're going to be out here in the real world. You know. Right, let's get into it. We're about to get on over here because I am interested now. Now you got my this tea and all this is going together. Let's go ahead and put it together. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do this. And shout out to Norris Stoney. He's been here from the start. It's my good brother in Christ. Let's go. All right, so it's gonna be interesting and it's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and start. All right, so a parasocial relationship is a one-sided, non-reciprocal emotional bond that a person forms with a media figure, such as a celebrity, influencer, or fictional character. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Maybe I got these. Ding dong. Okay. Ding dong. I think that we all know a few people on here that are parasocials from observation. We're not diagnosing nobody, but just from the characteristics, and we're going to dive into it. But before we dive into it, I want to set some goals in here so we all can kind of, get into this conversation and also support the live so we can do a deep dive. So, the reason, okay, how we can celebrate. How will we celebrate if we make our goal? We could do a giveaway. Okay, we could do a giveaway. Giveaway. Uh, to those who who support this goal. Yes. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. So you send 10 and we'll bless you with 20. How about that? And you go into the raffle. All right, so let's get up into it. All right, so this says these are relationships which can be beneficial by fostering a sense of community or providing comfort. Can also become unhealthy if they interfere with real life interactions or lead to obsession. Oh, obsession. Y'all, we know. I think I know a lot of people on this application that are obsessed. They just can't let it go. They just can't move on. You know what I'm saying? I think we all know a few people up on here that does that, that have these traits. But let's go ahead and get up into it. All right, it says the key signs include having a deep emotional investment in someone you don't know. Oh, having an emotional, come on now, having a deep emotional investment in someone you don't know. These are the key signs, y'all. Do we know somebody that has a deep emotional investment in someone that they don't know in this application or in this sector. I know, listen, I could name off a few. I could name off a few. Let's see. Miss West. Miss West, we're gonna put Miss West on there. We're gonna put Miss Lemon on there. hmm Miss Lemon, I'm talking about the one that stays in California. That's going on the trip in February, March. Um, uh, cassette tape, cassette tape. Who else? Oh, TMO. Oh, you know what? Put her collar on. I want
Her
to
little harness.
see her little harness. I want to show off a little bit. Yes, I want to show off a little bit. Please, what? Listen here. I know a few. I know a few. And it's like, baby, please stop. Take a step back. No, it's not that serious. And see, this was the thing. Lolo, Krista, that's why I was pushing y'all into y'all's purpose. Y'all thought, oh, she's being mad at me. No, baby. I'm here to tell you that you can do this, but don't look foolish doing it. You see what I'm saying? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. As a lady, you have to carry yourself. You just carry yourself a certain way as a lady. You can't be out here acting all desperate. Women, we like a chase. Oh, hold on. Speaking of a chase. All right, hold on. Let's give Kitty the solo cam. Let's go ahead. All right, so we're about to have a quick intermission, and then you can just bring her over. So let them know. So give her name. How old she is. She
Princess
likes.
Claudia. Princess Claudia. She's a year old last month. And she's got her little harness because she's a little adventurer and she goes outside and explores. But we have to be safe. So we have a little harness. And she looks so cute in her little harness.
She does.
She likes the computer. Because I always put bird videos on for her. So she thinks the computer is the bird machine.
He's like, oh, it's tea time. Oh, it's tea time. For real, for real. So, meet Princess Claudia. Yeah. Oh, lift her up because I don't think that they can see her harness. Okay. So yeah, she gets on the harness.
She's a little fat, so it's hard to see.
And she gets along with the dog.
Oh yeah, they're her friends. She lets them give her kisses. She's a very good girl.
Yeah, so meet the royal family.
She's over this now.
Yeah, she's like, I see a lot of people staring at me.
Okay, get it off of me now. I'm done.
All right. Yes. Listen here, guys. When I tell you, it takes community. It really takes community. For us to stand up for a cause like this, we should never be out here being okay with somebody talking about someone's child or, reaching out to someone's child. Hey, Maverick, how you doing? It's just inappropriate. It's distasteful. And the climate that we're in, people are bound to do anything. At this point, I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't put nothing past nobody. And I tell my kids all the time, you always have that relationship with your kids. So they'll always feel comfortable with coming to you, talking about, whatever. And, it's shortcomings, if it's good news, bad news, in the middle news, you want to always keep that relationship open. So let's go ahead and get into this. So, because you all know, baby, I have taken some notes. So first of all, let's get back up into this because we weren't done discussing this parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships. It's about to get deep. So if you guys are not familiar with the channel, listen here. We cover the B sector, celebrity news, gossip, real life stuff in real life IRL. Um, and that's what we're doing tonight. So let me go ahead and make that tag IRL because this is in real life. And we're going to bring some awareness to this. And we are seeking justice on the behalf of Kiki. She's a content creator here on YouTube. She sure is. And just justice, like for real. And people, sometimes you just got to get that little wake up call, And tonight is the night. Today is the day. Right now is it, you know. And so, if you guys are all on board, we're going to go ahead and discuss some things that are going to be heavy. Please, let me just say this. Um, I would like to say that there are some resources available. Give me 1 second. Um, okay. All right. So there are resources that I'm going to place in the chat really quickly. So if you guys don't mind, give me one moment. Okay. These are some resources uh, for you all to utilize. If you know anybody, each one teach one. All right, give me 1 second. Um, all right, so I did put some resources in the chat. If you guys know anybody that find themselves in a situation where they need some help, are you enjoying? Um, let's get into it. Okay, so I did just put up a poll for you all to take a poll. Like I said, we're going to be here for an hour, so I'm not really in a rush. But thank you all for uh, tuning in and staying with me through all this. So we did drop our Discord. We did share some resources if you guys want to know Jesus and if you need some helpline services. We did put those in the chat. All right. So, and like I said, you know what? Colton, come here because I need to just say this, and y'all have to get on camera or nothing. But haven't I cleaned this house up? Like, do you see a change in me that I'm trying to be a better mom, be a better wife, be a better parent, be
Yeah.
a better support? Like seriously, do you see
Yeah.
me trying? Give me a hug. I love you. Well, thank you for not judging, Mama.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just need some reassurance from your children, you know. Because kids don't lie. Child, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so the key signs include having a deep emotional investment in someone you don't know, frequently seeking updates on them. What are they doing? How are they doing? Have you spoke to them? Have they went live? Have you heard from such and such? Or have you heard what they did? And the last but not least, and daydreaming about interactions. You ever notice somebody that just sits and talks and talks and talks about a person that does not want anything to do with that person? Such as Ken. He talks and talks and talks. Is y'all if y'all notice, I would stop hitting panels because he would be obsessed, aggressive, um, disrespectful, out of control, out of order, misconduct. Like you need to stay in order. You're a grown man. You're 40 years old or almost 40. Let's get into it. All right. So characteristics and signs, one-sided connection. An individual feels a sense of intimacy or friendship with a media figure who is unaware of the fan's existence. Come on now. And listen, a lot of y'all be like, oh my God, you're over exaggerating. No, I'm a media figure. I'm a public figure. You are, if you're a content creator, we come out here, we do content. What do you, who supports us? Come on now, make it make sense. But this makes this, just be aware. So we're gonna do this one more time. Characteristics and signs, one-sided connection. An individual feels a sense of intimacy or friendship with a media figure who is unaware of the fan's existence. Now listen here. When you talk about doxing, people taking photos of people's houses and placing those things up, people's homes. Like when you do that, you are opening up a door for someone else that may have these same characteristics and they want to A, get a moment, B, they've been, maybe conjuring up something in their mind and they just, I mean, I don't think that y'all get it. Y'all don't get the extent. It's just like a Beyond, how fans are at Beyonce's concert or how the barbs are for Nicki Minaj. When she comes out here, y'all notice like if somebody's talking about Nicki Minaj, the barbs they swirl around and support. You have fans. I don't call them fans. I call them supporters. But fanatics, some of them can just take it overboard. All right, undirectional. Uh, uh, okay, come here. What just happened? Okay, this just happened. Hey, Miss Darlings, how are you doing? Okay, so I don't know why this thing is keep moving like this. Okay, y'all give me a second. Okay, hopefully it'll stay in. Okay, unidirectional interaction. The relationship. Did I say that correctly? Did I say that word correctly? Unidirection. Is that a word? Is unidirection a word?
What?
Unidirection.
Unidirectional?
Yeah. Let me see. Come over here. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Oh, it's right here. Unidirectional. Unidirectional.
Yeah.
Okay. Unidirectional interaction. The relationship is based on the media figure speaking directly to the audience through platforms like television, social media, or podcasts, but the audience cannot reciprocate. Can y'all see it? So we're here and we're speaking of a parasocial relationship. And the reason why I'm going over it is because there's a lot of parasocial characteristics that I see in some of these people online. And I wanted to bring it to bring this well, we were talking about how uh, LaKendra was drunk. She was, had too much to drink. And then Kiki was protecting her daughter because Ken had violated in so many ways. And so, as we were having a conversation, my oldest child, Colton, decided, well, I asked for feedback and he said, okay. So, we came up with parasocial. So, that's where we are now. If you're just now joining, please make sure you tell somebody that we're live. All right, so illusion of intimacy. All right, let's get into it. The individual experiences a genuine feeling of knowing the media personality, even though they are aware the relationship isn't real. That's just like me putting up a photo of Tasha K, even though she's my good girlfriend. But this is like, oh my God, I just really want to um just be in her space and you know touch her skin or get a handshake. And it's like the no, this is that wouldn't be normal. That would be normal for me. It's like, oh my God, we're in a relationship and you know girl, we best friends. you know I'm telling y'all that we best friends and she's not even aware of the damn relationship of us being best friends. You see how that can, okay, so let's get, you see how that can be an illusion? Y'all, me and Tasha K, best friends, girl, we talking on the phone every day, girl. She just flew me out. Girl, she got to take me on a trip. Da, 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 da. Are y'all following? Are y'all following me here? Are y'all following me here? Okay, hopefully y'all are following me. All right, let's go. All right, so it says, I'll read that one more time just so for those that are just on coming in. Illusion of intimacy. The individual experiences a genuine feeling of knowing the media personality. So it's like this person's like, what I'm saying, hey, me and Tasha K, what I'm saying, we didn't have dinner. She's, oh my gosh, she's so big right now. And we talk on the phone every day. That's my best friend. But we're not gonna come out here and tell, she's not gonna put me out here and tell y'all all our business and stuff. But some things we gonna keep to ourselves. If some people will live, they say, I kind of feel like it falls under illusion and a little bit of delusion. But I'm not going to alter this. So I'll read it as is. It says, even though they are aware the relationship isn't real. All right, so let's get into it. Active investment. Have we seen the people out here being active investors into content creators just to get what they want? Just so they can have a moment? Let's talk about it. What you make? Colton, what you make? Colton, what did you make? Colton, what did you make? What you making?
I made potatoes and eggs.
Or make me some potatoes. When you finish, you don't have to do it right now. Okay. All right, let's get into it. All right, so active investment. I've seen a few people that have done some active investments. This includes consistently following the media figure, consuming their content, and following their news and social media updates. This is very interesting, y'all. This is very interesting. And this goes very deep. Seriously. This goes very deep. Now, let's go into daydreaming. Thinking about or fantasizing about conversations or interactions with a person is a common sign. Now, I just recently saw a live stream of an individual that's been in the beef sector since 1999. Okay. Been in the beef sector since 1999. She's bringing up a trip that she's went on, and she comes back and she talks about the same story over and over and over again. Nothing has changed about the story. It's just the current point that she wants to prove. So now she's got to bring this person in, she's got to bring that person in just to validate her stance in a sector. I think we all know what we're talking about, right? So daydreaming, thinking about it, or fantasizing about conversations or interactions with the person is a common sign. Now get into this. They say some potential benefits. Whew, child. Combats loneliness. These relationships can provide a sense of companionship and reduce feelings of loneliness, honey. Oh, Jesus. But see, at what expense? You're out of money. You're around people that you really wouldn't just be around because they don't treat you right, in your words, know? But let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So, strengths, it says potential benefits strengthens community. They can conduct individuals with others who share similar interests. So, there are some potential benefits to this. So, they can connect individuals with others who share similar interests. Well, see, look, this situation with this um, call to action, absolutely, I can agree with this because now we're on board here in Queen City. We have Octavius, we have Kiki Prime, uh, uh, Bougieville headquarters here on YouTube. They're on board. We're on board. We're delivering, our perspective on boycotting individuals that have these people on their panels. And you all know what they do. People are just going to be people. I get that. But when you have content creators come on here, we come on here, yeah, we do our thing. At the end of the day, I just feel like, you get a mix of different content creators. They bring a different type of situation. But that's why it's so important to learn who you're following. See what they're about, see what their interests are, see what type of vibe they're on, but don't sit up and prey on them in their most vulnerable moments and act like you're being a friend only to turn it around on them on Mad Day and make yourself feel like the bigger person and you feel some joy in your heart because you get to tear them down. Because in their darkest moments, they share some personal with you. They couldn't go to nobody else. That is a privilege. Okay? That is a privilege. That's not a read. Okay? Let's get into it. It says provides inspiration. People can look up to media figures for inspiration. Oh, so they're saying that, I'm assuming that they're saying this for the media figure. Combats loneliness. These relationships can provide a sense of companionship and reduce feelings of loneliness, strengthens community. They can connect individuals with others who share similar interests, provide inspiration. People can look up to media figures for inspiration and motivation. Increases a sense of belonging. They can make an individual feel like they're part of something larger. Oh, so as public figures, we give hope. We give hope. So these are the potential benefits. Like we give hope, but we giving you hope to expand your horizon, to do something great in the community, not to go left and want to go and stalk somebody or ride past their home or put their children up or maybe even put their children up with photos and then make little gestures or even make up false stories about an individual's child that had nothing to do with your anger, towards the person. You're just an innocent bystander. Let's get into it. It says potential drawbacks. Interference with a okay, it says interference with real life. Interference with real life. Can y'all see that? Interference with real life. An unhealthy parasocial relationship can lead to prioritizing the one sided bond over real life social connections and responsibilities. Can we talk about that? Interference with real life. An unhealthy parasocial relationship can lead to prioritizing the one sided bond over real life social connections and responsibilities. So you're going to neglect yourself to be in something unhealthy. You're neglecting yourself for an unhealthy relationship. Let's talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and check the poll. Are you against A, cyber stalking, B, child abuse, C, CC's adding kids in drama, D, Queen Tulsa Shine on sis? We have A and B at 40%, cyber stalking coming in first, child abuse 40%, CC's adding kids into drama 20%. Make sure you go ahead and take that poll. All right, we have Miami Popo in the building. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. All right, obsession and distress. The relationship can become an unhealthy obsession, causing distress or leading to a loss of perspective. Let's talk about it. Anything that's unhealthy for you and you just keep on doing it, yeah, it's going to be an unhealthy obsession. And anything that's unhealthy, is it really good for you? Is it good for your mind? Is it really good for your spirit? Is it really good for those around you? You start to neglect your hygiene. You start to neglect your appearance. You start to neglect like the things that should come first. Let's get into it. Emotional dependence. An individual may become overly reliant on the media figure for validation or emotional support. And see, this is why I'm always saying go get therapy, go to counseling, go talk to somebody, go get your emotional support dog to get through it. Help is available. Where are those resources? Let me put the resources up. I'm going to highlight these resources. Help is available. You coming online for emotional support? No, baby. Go sit and talk to somebody. Go get the help that you deserve. If you don't want to go in the office, do what I do. I do my therapy from the computer, from home. You don't want to go into the office, you're not comfortable with that? Do it from home. Do it in a safe space. Do it where you feel safe. Do it where you feel safe. It's about you. This is your progress. This is you getting to the next level. Don't worry about what nobody else thinks. It's not about them. If you really want to make a difference in this world, it's got to start with you. And when it starts with you, then you can be there for those that are around you. Now I can show up for my kids a little bit more this season, this time around, because I had to let some things go. Had to let some things go. Had to surrender. You know, I did. And that's all right. All right, so let's get back into it. Escalation. Let's get into escalation. In extreme and rare cases, this can escalate into problematic behaviors like stalking, infatuated, And these are the drawbacks. Kiki was once in a situation where she was just trying to figure things out in life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we've all been there where we've, are just trying to figure out life. We got children that we have to raise, we have responsibilities, we just have life still life. And I mean, girl, the mortgage company's not going to care because you had a moment and you are going through a depression or something like that. They still want their money. The light company is not going to care because, oh, today you just not feeling it. They still want to get paid or your lights are going to be off. Okay? They gas company. Oh, I can't pay the bills because, I just don't want to get up out of bed. Well, your gas is going to get cut off. There's a cause and effect to each and everything that we do. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the nitty gritty of it all. Let's get into what is it going to do? What is it going to take for people to wake up and start making better decisions? Because with LAKENDRA, yes, we're still on LAKENDRA and her drinking, with her running around in her drunk antics, yelling and screaming because she needs some attention. She wants validation. Because, I mean, girl, at this point, girl, you need rehab. LAKENDRA, at this point, you need rehab. You're running around. Oh, my goodness. Listen here, guys. We're going to take a quick intermission. If you guys could please like, share, and subscribe. And please help me with my goals. We'll be right back.
The way he lays in the couch.
Chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen toast, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here. Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say it stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I do. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips hotter than gold. Just in cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. But my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
All right, you guys, we are back. Thank y'all for hanging in there with the Queen Tulsa show. Listen here, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. What if you are just now rolling in, if you just now pulling up, or listen here, if you didn't go out to the club, listen, you are missing all of the tea. You're going to have to do a little replay, but we are discussing LAKENDRA. Everybody knows her from the B sector. She's been drinking too much. Yes. And then we're speaking of KIKI protecting her daughter and Ken violating the YouTube guidelines. And I've noticed that, some people, they feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose a channel. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get another one and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the same. And I feel like YouTube is cracking down on that. And recently we've had someone get Ken's information and actually do the work of the Lord. Okay. Listen here. When I say doing the work of the Lord, child, honey got the address of where he was staying and was able to reach out to the police. Okay. To the cops. 911. Yes. Because in Virginia. Yes. Okay, so if you guys are not aware, Ken, he goes in on children, he goes in on dead people. He says that, anybody can get it. He says, and then he makes up excuses. 1 minute he says that he takes medication. 1 minute he says that he doesn't. 1 minute he's saying that he has a drug habit. 1 minute he's saying that he doesn't. That he has this reputation of running after women, and it does not matter what protected class, because there was a young lady that goes by the name of Sunny, and she has lost her legs in a car accident because she had been drinking, and Ken encouraged her to drink some more. Now you're probably asking me, well, why is that relevant? Well, this woman has to operate a wheelchair. This woman has to be present for her children. Unfortunately, this woman punched her 6-year-old child in the chest. And, with all the bullying, stalking, and harassment that Ken does, he never brought that to the CPS's attention. You know what I'm saying? And so I just kind of feel like, are we just protecting a certain class of children? Do we have selective views when it comes to children? If it was your child, would you want somebody to, speak up and say something? So it's just a lot going on. And then, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, my camera is off. Good. Okay. Oh, and in a little bit of ketchup. Yes. So we have to think about this. What are the pros and cons to this situation? The pros are we get to know who this person is and how he acts, how he operates. The cons are vulnerable people have to experience him. Thank you, for us to get ahead and to capture him, because he's been doing this for a long time. And like I said, these OGs have been around this individual. They have okayed this behavior. They give him platforms to come on. And guess what? When his auntie Nika has him over at her platform, oh, he can say anything under the sun. He could talk about women and up under their clothes, what he's going to do to them, how he's going to do it. And, they'll just sit back and, they'll just okay this behavior. But why are these individuals that are 55 plus not speaking up on the behalf of the younger generation? Because it's a generational curse. It's generational misinformation. It's generational conduct that they need to correct. They are out of order. They are out of order. And it leads me to believe if you would protect an individual like that on social media, you would do it in your own household. You would do it in your own family. Wake up, black people. Let's go. Y'all really don't want to have that conversation. But let's get into it. Let's talk about this man. And him making accusations, right? Now, these are some accusations that are against Ken's friend, a woman, a black woman, you all, that's got children. Now, they are saying that she was going around bragging about, you know, eating women's vagina in front of her children. When do we say, speaking like that in front of children is very inappropriate. Speaking like that in front of children is dangerous because who are you telling these things to? You see what I'm saying? It's like we need to do a deep dive into the behaviors. And shout out to Queen Sheba because she hones in on the psychological and the behavioral traits and of the Black experience. You guys make sure you check her channel out. That's Queen Sheba Darlings. All right, so let's get into this. LAKENDRA speaks up to protect Ken. Why do women protect predators? Why do certain women protect predators and give them an excuse? They'll sit up, they'll blame it on the women. What do y'all, can y'all tell me? I'm curious. It's silent. Nobody has answers, but everybody's sitting around and they're just watching. Just sitting around watching. Oh, like it's a movie. Oh, it's a train wreck. Oh, we love a train wreck. To your own people. Make it make sense. Who's really watching? Who's really being put in a trick bag? You got Lemon over there. Oh, we're going to get to him later. Well, we'll get to him in a minute. So pretty much the message was from some of these ladies and gentlemen was don't protect Kiki's daughter, protect Ken. Oh, she's a grown adult. Oh, she's 18 years old. This, that, and the third. Sweetheart, she was 16 when all this started. But some way, somehow, they're still going to try to find a way for it to be the woman's fault. I want you guys to understand this. That's just like, okay, hey guys, me and my family, we went on a trip, and I might, put a photo up like to the screen, hey, check out the beach. This is me and my family. You had a great time. We want to thank you guys for the donations because they went to, getting us to on the trip, right? Sometimes people will feel like, oh my God, if I go at her children, that's really going to get her. Because why do they think that? Because it's true. Because if you're a parent, you're present and things like that. Even if you're not present, because no parent is perfect, right? That's still your child. You still want to protect them by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? And when you're vulnerable and someone close to you or somebody that had access to you in a moment where you felt like you could let your guard down, or you felt like at least somebody cares. I think we've all been in that situation. And why do people get so brand new, like they've never had any experiences? Like, I'm noticing the older generation act like they just had it all figured out throughout their life. Like, but that's why it's my responsibility to come on here and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and take charge. Let me go ahead and be a leader. And let's go ahead and break this down. Ken needs to be in jail. Ken needs to be in jail. You have allegedly, about 3 or 4 warrants out there that are waiting for you, to be extradited so you can really face the music. It is unacceptable. There is so many grown people out here that have these channels and stuff that you can get into it with. There is so many grown people. Why does it have to go to the kids? Why? Let's get into it. Then he goes in, and this is when we're going to bring Lemon in. So he's over at Lemon's channel. Octavius and Kiki, they're over there. They're speaking their piece or whatever. And, Ken is in the chat. So you just can't stay away. You just can't leave her alone. You still got to say something to her. You just proved to everybody that you are fixated not only on her, but the guy that she was in a relationship with at one point in time. All right, so let's get into it. Why did Ken say that he's going to be calling Octavius's mom today? It's after 12, so it's Sunday. And he said he's going to call Octavius' mom so they can pray together. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So not only did he harass Kiki's daughter, but he's going to harass Octavius's mom on a Sunday. Someone showed up, allegedly, to Ken's mom's house, allegedly to his sister's job. You know what I'm saying? So now you're about to crash out and be on America's Most Wanted, or you're going to be a fugitive. But then he goes on to say, Ken says that his brother is in prison and he wants to go to prison so he can see his brother. That's what he said. Trejor, your nephew, Lady Nika, your nephew, he said that he's ready to go to prison so he can be with his brother. Well, I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Child. Let's get into it. Ken got so paranoid all at the last minute and says, are you trying to set me up? I think you're setting yourself up. You're letting the world know who you really are. You have some things that you have going on inside of your head that you need to work on. And it's a pathetic shame that you have a whole offspring out here that you have to raise and that you are responsible for, whether if you're in that child's life or not. I don't know. It's not my business. But you're going to get the wellness check that you're looking for. You're going to get the help that you need. So you're seeing, oh my God, Kiki sent me a picture with her daughter in a bathing suit. Okay, well, she didn't send it to you on the um intentions of like, hey, let me hook you up with my daughter. No, it was, hey, she was in a vulnerable space. Like I said, it was like, hey, we went on a trip, we had a good time, we took a family photo. This is how I am. This is my life. I'm working on my way. It could have been a conversation of different things. Well, send me a picture. Well, I ain't gonna send you one by myself. I'll send you one. You know, appropriately with my family. Like it's so it don't be taken out of context or like I'm just trying to, throw myself up on you. And let's break this down because with Ken, he was preying on her. He was preying on her. And he was supposed to be married. And, it's so interesting that they run around here saying, want to talk about people sinning and somebody's going to go to hell. But you're married and you're out here doing the most with women online. There's actual proof of you communicating with women outside of your relationship with the woman that you claim to care about, with the woman that you took vows to. Make it make sense. Mm-hmm. This is a lot. And I think that I'm going to go and do a deeper dive into it as much as I can. We didn't reach our goal tonight. So we will not be doing the giveaway because nobody contributed. So we have nobody to give it away to. But I do want to thank you all for coming by and taking a listen. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody that we were live. I try to keep my live broadcast to at least an hour. But we'll go ahead and drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and sound off on any of the topics. And if not, then we'll go ahead and close out. But feel free to hit the link and come up and sound off and tell us what you feel or what you think about the situation. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's do it.
And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here. Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight. Turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say it stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams.